Welcome back, everybody. We've got another episode today of The Forest, and I've got a good bit of work done on the new base location this week. Now, as you can see, I am a little bit elevated, and that's because I got the second floor done. Now, this was, I think it was about 176 logs when I started it. I managed to get that done. I also started a rock wall along the back side. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do 2 layers high or just the one. And as you can see in the bottom left, I've got 353 rocks left. Originally, it was like 592, I think, total for the entire length. So I've already got a good bit done. I also have a nice sled there full of rocks and some leftover logs for me to do another set of stairs. But that's what I've gotten done so far this week. I've also done a little decorating inside. I went ahead, got my bed done, hunted a bunch of rabbits to get the rabbit skins for it. And I went ahead and put in 2 drying racks just for now. I don't think I'm going to need a third one, but if I do, I can put a third one in the middle, kind of squeeze between them. I need to get my water collectors built, and I think I'm going to end up building them like right here outside this, since it's just on the other side. I think later on, I'm sure eventually they're going to fix it where the floors actually prevent waterfall as far as the rain, where it won't fill up the water collectors if they're inside. So I want to go ahead and put them outside where they're going to be open. And I've already started. I was kind of trying to decide where I want to put all my sleds. And I started putting the sleds over here. And I have found an interesting bug, which I really hope the devs are going to fix. But all I got to do right now is take hold of this and bam, I teleported to the top of the next floor. I'm on the second floor just by grabbing the sled. That's all I had to do. And now I had this happen a few other times, not the same way. I didn't have it where it teleported me up. Instead, I would grab the sled on the bridge and it would teleport me below. Basically drop me into the water along my sled and putting my sled where I can't grab it and do anything with it. So I've had some issues with getting my resources going this week because of that. If I left my sled somewhere in this section, I would drop right to the water and be stuck inside. So I've had to save pretty much every time I've gone out and come back up to drop off logs because I didn't know if I was going to end up glitching. So I want to get some new stuff done in here, some new design or, decorations going. And the first thing I want to do is I want to build me a new fireplace because when I destroyed my shelter, my little hunting shelter over there, it also destroyed my fire that was sitting next to it. I don't know why it treated them as one entity, but it did. So I'm going to do like I did on the other base, and I'm going to use rock walls. Hence why I have the nice stack of rocks sitting outside. And I want to make it, a little bit compact. All right. Yeah, okay. I think I can get that. Okay, so that's the first level. Now, perfect. Right there. Okay, yeah. And we're going to add the other side. And now I need to make them connect. Ooh. I wonder if I can just delete these end pieces. Yes. Do it like that. Is that on? Yes, that's on the very end. Alright, so why are you glitching like that? Okay, let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, lines up. I think it's going to work. And yes, I can get to the fire from there. And I need more rocks now. Okay, so the fireplace is finished. Let's test it out. Make sure everything lights up fine. Looks good. All right. And I can access everything, I believe. And if I need to, I think I can crouch down well enough to destroy it with the spear. All right, so we've got that done. I think now it's time to get the water collector started, because I've been killing a lot of the turtles along the beach for food and just having to abandon the shells. And I've noticed the shells are staying there for quite a long time before they actually despawn and go away. Does that look? Yeah, that looks good. All right. I also went ahead and started me a large effigy because I'm still having cannibals walk right down here on the beach. They'll come right up to here and kind of stand around this effigy and look at it and then just walk off. They don't run off scared. They don't do anything like that. It doesn't seem to be scaring them like it says in the hints that it's supposed to. The effigies are supposed to scare the cannibals. That's what the hints say. And they don't seem to be doing that. So I thought maybe I'll build me a big effigy, one of the really large ones, and see if that makes a difference. Plus, I just thought it'd be kind of neat to have a large one right here on each side, so I can be like, yeah, I killed your buddies. What are you gonna do about it? Water collector number dos. There we go. So that's 2. I think I get a third one right there. And if I end up needing more than 3 at any point, I can put more on the other side of the window. I want to keep the windows kind of open because I like the idea of just looking straight out and not seeing something in the way. That's right, Mr. Turtle. Come on. Walk on up. There we go. Not asking for much, just asking for you to move closer. I want to get your shell. There we go. So that is 3 water collectors right here on my back porch / balcony, or whatever you want to call it. And I need to dump some more rocks real quick because I've got a full inventory. Alright, only 343 rocks left. Lots of fun there. That's going to be a lot of fun, I know that. Alright, so I've got 3 skull lights up. I've got a nice fireplace going. I need to get, let's see, I want to put a skull lamp on each side of the opening here. Because I think that will kind of look neat having the skull lamps there. Now, the question is, do I want them facing out, facing in, or facing each other? And I'm out of rope. What did I build that? I used up my rope. I thought I had 4 ropes. Maybe I was mistaken. Okay, so I need rope and I need skulls. It looks like it's time. Naturally, I can make rope, but why make rope when I can go and steal some? I think it's going to be time to head up along the cliffside back to that cannibal village, grab me a bunch of rope, and chop down some effigies. Alright, coming to the easiest place to get rope, the little side hut, and I am not using the chainsaw or eating up the chainsaw fuel there because with that last update, they changed it so that the chainsaw fuel does not regenerate now. It's not a case of an amount of time, like, oh, after 3 days it regenerates or anything like that. No, it's gone. You use up the chainsaw fuel, all the fuel in the game, it's gone. You're going to have to, use some kind of cheat to get it back. So I am restricting my usage of the chainsaw until I just really need it for something, extreme. Like, oh, I've got a ton of trees I need to chop down right here. And honestly, if there's a group of trees that I need to chop down quickly, I would probably be better off just throwing a piece of dynamite or one of the crafted explosives into the middle of the trees and just blow them all down. Alright, there we go. So I've got my 2 skull lights looking in at each other. Does have a kind of a nice look to it that way, and I don't need it completely fully lit up. That looks pretty good right there. Walk up and hey, look, they're staring at each other. It's a permanent staring contest. And now I need to do something similar here. I need to put 2 skulls here. I kind of want to do, 2 skulls here, 1 on each side as you look in. That way when the gates open, it kind of looks like, almost 2 eyes looking out. Maybe, let's see, right there. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Like that. Yeah, that looks better to me. And not what I meant to do. Too many clicks. Too many clicks of E. Alright, so now let's take a look. As the sun is setting on a productive day, you see how it looks as I'm walking up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. 2 skulls right there, lighting up. And you walk in and it's like, bam. This nice big open space. I can put me like a couple nice tables down, get all of it set up right. Got my fireplace. Got my lamps in the corners here. I might, I might could do the rabbit farm in here. I kind of don't want to. I want to put the rabbits outside, I think. But I'm not 100%. I've got a ton of room in here, so I might as well put them inside. I do want to use this whole area for the sleds, assuming that the devs hurry up and fix that teleporting upstairs issue. If they do fix that soon, I'll put the sleds all there, and I might even set something up where it's like something like in the corner here to make it where they come here and then they go across here, and I'll put more sleds here, and I can have a ton of sleds for storage and just ready to roll out, grab what I need, come back and park it. So now it's a question of all this whole big area. Now, obviously, I need to have some kind of archery set up out here. And later on, like I said, I want to do is I'm going to build a bridge from here that goes along the islands out there, and it sends all the way over there in the distance to my other base. So I have a walking path. I can just walk straight along these walkways straight over to my other base, come up right behind it, be done. So if I wanted to live there and got under attack, Armsy broke through, I could run all the way over here and, get to safety here at this location. So I'll probably take out some of the wall here later so I can make a walking path. Heck, I may even build like the wall up into an archway for that little spot. So I've got a ton of room. I need to do some kind of archery setup out here. And I'm also going to have a ton of, like I could build along this whole section nothing but, the planting plots for planting my herbs, my blueberries, all of that. So that would give me a ton of space, and I haven't had any rain yet. I would like to get some rain to fill up my nice new water collectors so I can get rid of that other one. But now it is time to gather a bunch of rocks and see if maybe that will entice some cannibals to come and join me for some fun. Okay, so here we go, the last of the rocks. So the entire rock wall on the back side of the new base slash house is done. And all it took was like 10 trips. I went ahead and filled up the last log sled full of rocks just because at some point I will need them. I've also started refilling my sled here with sticks, because the next part is now to figure out where I want to put all the rabbits. Because I want to get a rabbit farm going. And I'm kind of leaning, ooh, nice rainbow right there. And that rainbow brings me to a point. Apparently the game decided that because I built these new water collectors, it needed to rain a lot. It's rained twice, like in the last 24 hours of game time. So I'm actually really, pleased with that. I could build, the rabbits up here, but the whole point of this section is for weaponry, armor. That's what it's going to be, is for this to be the point where I can run up here if they do get past that gate, and I can sit here, and yes, I can close that and sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to shoot you and hit them with arrows, hit them with explosives, Molotovs, whatever, from that spot. So I don't want to put the rabbits up here. I want to have all the production stuff down this way. And I'm going to have more than enough room for all my planters and everything. I might do this as like my firing range right here. And that's where I'm going to have the walkway that leads to the other base, which you can see now in the distance over there. So I could put the rabbits along the edge here, but then I need a double high wall. So I'm thinking maybe instead of that, let's put the rabbits here, which of course means I'm going to block these windows, which I don't like. But oh well, I'll be able to look in at the rabbits from inside. But oh hey, look, rabbit butt. So let's see. Let's see how many I can squeeze in here. So if I use this as the outer edge, let's adjust that a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just the way the ground is makes it look wonky. All right, so there's one. I believe that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 9, 10. Yes, okay. So 10 cages right there, which means at full capacity 40 rabbits. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to build these 10, which I need 130 sticks. So that's going to take a few trips for sticks. I'm going to build these 10, and then I'm going to do like I did in the other base. I'm going to build a second rock wall on the edge here, and then build a floor that spans from one side to the other. So it becomes like basically a shelf. And then I can build another 10 of these on top of that and have a total of 20 cages for a total of 80 rabbits at full capacity. And once I get all these built, the only thing I have left is to start building a bunch of traps. And fortunately, there are a ton of rabbits on that upper ledge. So I'm just going to put a whole series of traps up there and get this rabbit farm started. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And next week, I will have all the rabbit cages done. I'll go ahead and have some rabbit traps set up and start filling the cages up. And start trying to figure out how I want to do the walls on this floor, because I want to leave a gap here. But I'm also kind of thinking like a gap on this side and a gap on this side, so that when these are closed, I can be like standing here, throw it. Or I can walk over here and throw it. Maybe even have like right here, make this where I put my catapult. So I can sit here and be like, bam, launch some rocks at them, launch a Molotov at them, whatever. So I'm going to think about that. I also feel that maybe it's time to start putting some new traps up out there as far as cannibal traps. And maybe trying the deadfall traps, since in the most recent updates, they fix them so they are supposed to work better, along with the happy birthday traps are supposed to work better too. So hopefully no more issues where a cannibal is standing right there in the trap and it gets triggered and they don't die, because that's happened a lot in this in my gameplay. So hopefully those are working better. I'm thinking I might put a few of those along, like not right in front of the base, but a little bit further out, and then start doing some defensive spikes along the front of the walls there to protect them better. Because I basically want that to be where I make my stand. And then if they break through that gate, I jump down and run like crazy over here and hold them off in this narrow bridge space. And hopefully that will make it a little bit easier to defend if I do get raided by like 3 armsies or something like that at a time. All right, well, like I said, that's it for this episode. Got a good bit done. Got the rock wall finished. Got a bunch of decorations done inside. I got my water going. I've got everything set up for the rabbit pens. So I've got plenty of work left to do. I got plenty of work done today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the series. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. And be sure you leave a like and a comment if you did. Make sure you hit subscribe so you can keep up with all my content. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter if you want to check those out. And once again, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.